So the opportunity came up to get my car painted, and I was like, dude, I need my car painted. So my coworker used to paint, so luckily he's got some painting experience. He doesn't really want to paint my car, but I'm pretty much giving him no choice because my car needs to be painted, and he could do it in his backyard. He's got a little paint booth set up. So he said he'll paint my car if I do all the prep work. So here me and my girlfriend are sanding the shit out of this car. And so far so good. We've only been sanding for, I don't know, less than 10 minutes, and we already got a quarter panel done and starting to come up the pillar here. While she's doing that, I'm pulling out the door handle. He wants to do it right, so he told me to pull off the door handles. Look, it's still some of the wrap's still there from when I wrapped my car. We'll cut back to that clip of the wrapped car. White's always been a favorite color of mine, and so this thing's gonna be white. Yeah, here we are. We got the windshield out and everything, so we're gonna go ahead and paint all this so it looks legit. I'm pretty much gonna pull everything off that you can pull off. I'm gonna have to mask off the doors. I'm gonna have to pull the antenna off. I got my new trunk on here with the light delete.
Sorry. You have to.
No!
You're trying to eat a bee.
Yeah, but here's my car in all of its glory. Goodbye, Thundercloud Metallic. You've been great to me for the past 7 years. Only thing we might not paint, because I don't want to bother my coworker too much on his free time, is I might not paint the door jambs, and it's not really a big deal to me. Whenever he calls me over, I'm gonna take the car to him and I'm gonna get this thing painted, so let's get it. Guys, we just left the paint store. We went to Sherwin-Williams Automotive, got some paint, some primer, some clear coat, some adhesion promoter, all that crap. I ended up spending like $525 on paint, and I was like, you know what, this poor car, because I'm probably just gonna end up trashing it at my next track event, and pretty much, I'm not gonna say wasting all this money, but you know, spending all this money on paint, and then I'm just gonna end up beating it up, and I'm gonna go off track once and all my beautiful painted bumpers are gonna go flying off my car. But regardless, the car's gonna look good, so I might have to take a little bit better care of it, maybe be a little bit less reckless. But you know, the heat of the moment, it always gets crazy. And first time driving right-hand drive, let's get it. We're gonna send this shit into like pretty much everything. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna try to be careful. My car is gonna be really nice. I'm spending a lot of money on it. A good friend of mine's gonna paint it for me, so he said he's gonna do a good job. So hopefully it ends up working out. Pretty hard to film considering we had to block the whole street to get the trailer in the driveway and push the car into it. But we got it. Car's in the trailer. Everything's in there, mocked up, ready to go. Car's fully sanded, ready to go to paint. The side skirts are on. I got all the wide body stuff in there. Pretty much all the fiberglass. See the stuff in the back. I got my trim, my door trim, my Altezza grill. Everything is sanded, and the car looks terrible, but it looks like it's ready to be painted. I got the bumper kind of on here, and hopefully I'm not missing anything. Luckily this guy's only half an hour from my house, so we're gonna deliver it to him. We're at the paint booth. What's up, Edwin? This guy's gonna paint my car.
Oh yeah, we will.
He's a professional. He said we're gonna do a great job, and he's got his booth right here. All he's gotta do is put the paper or the plastic on, and that's it. Whole car sanded down. Edwin said we did a terrible job. Thanks.
Not terrible. It's okay, John.
we tried prepping it as much as we can, but Edwin's a perfectionist, so we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't have too much more work to do. But whenever he needs our help, we'll be here. We'll be here. If you say you need help, I'll be here, man. I'll be here because now I see all this stuff here. This is a lot of shit to paint. What's the plan of attack, bro?
Tomorrow we're gonna prime all these bumpers and all these other pieces that you had brought separate. All these pieces you prime it. Since you don't want it to be perfect, you just roll with it. You know, I could have done it better. Sorry.
I mean, dude, if you prime it and it looks really bad, like I'll come over here and sand a little bit. But other than that,
Well,
what's after?
I figure out what we're gonna do Monday. Because if I'm priming it tomorrow, Monday we don't work.
Well, I do.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, but I'll be over right after. I'm off at 3.
All right. You can come by and keep sanding what I haven't finished.
Okay, so primer, then sanding, then what else?
Start prepping the rest of the car. That's it.
That's it, and then we'll just.
Next Friday we'll be probably done.
So we're gonna paint it all. Paint all this separate. We're gonna primer all of it tomorrow. He's gonna primer all of it tomorrow. I got all the paint over there. But anyways, Edwin's a great painter. It was his past job, so he knows what he's doing.
For 20 years, don't worry about it.
20 years?
Only.
That's almost older than I am.
How old are you? 20?
I'm 26.
Yeah. 6 years old when I started painting.
So we're gonna let Edwin take the wheel on this one. He's gonna do great. Car looks good. He's about to sand it some more. He said we did a terrible job.
Yeah, not terrible, it's just not right. The difference.
That's okay. Well, we did half of it for you.
No, it's pretty much done. Now it's just like clean it up basically.
Clean it up and primer.
Just clean it up. No, clean it up and start masking.
There's only 2 dents on the car that I cared about getting filled. So the 2 on the hood. The rest, like on the roof, little dents like this, I don't really care about because, yeah, I just don't. So the car is sanded down. He has all my fiberglass primered out. He primered it just to show me that there's a lot of imperfections in a lot of this stuff. So he's telling me to sand it all down, like all this. Sand it down, and then we're gonna put a little bit of body filler on there. But a lot of it looks okay, mostly around the handles. A lot of it looks okay. He said the back bumper is pretty trashed. You can see all the holes in it. This bumper's had a rough past life.
That's the best one.
Ton of holes in it. He won't let me send it. He says that we have to fix it. Well, that's it for today. Edwin showed me how to do some Bondo work and some sand work. He worked me big time. Pretty much got most of the imperfections that I cared about out. We did a little bit of Bondo, a little bit of sanding. Just some stuff that you will see while looking at the car. I'll be back Thursday, but
I'll be back tomorrow.
tomorrow,
So it's getting down the primer, everything we did Bondo today. Get that primer ready so somebody over here can come and sand it on Thursday while I'll be masking the rest of the car, getting ready for paint. So we're thinking this section on Friday, that should be done on Friday, and then we get this done on Saturday. But this was the big boy right now. It's got a lot of crap in it.
yeah, that was like 3 hours worth of Bondo and sanding.
It'll be worth it for the pictures.
For the flex, can you say for the flex?
For the flex, it'll be worth it for the flex. Then you can smash it as long however much you want, you can smash
And
it.
then I can hit a wall.
Yeah, you can hit a wall.
We can
after
take
that.
pictures of my car for your
Make sure you take
your painter
pictures
profile.
before you go smash it. I don't care what you do after the pictures.
Another day out here at my boy Ed's house. Gonna do some more sanding. He did some primering and some painting while during the week while I was gone. But I heard he likes Corona, so I stopped and got him some Corona. So maybe we'll sip on a few of those and we'll keep getting to work. I gotta change first though. How cool is this? This is my first time seeing the car painted. It's Edwin painted it, I don't know. I think it was last night he painted it. Painted it and cleared it. All I gotta do is some wet sanding and some polishing. man, this thing's looking good. Man, this dog's always happy. Here's a sneak peek of the engine bay while I'm holding open the hood. He even did under the hood. It looks awesome. Even took the bolts off the coilovers, covered top hats. Doesn't even look like there's a new firewall in here. I'm just kidding. It totally does. These are primed and then wet sanded. We're gonna paint these next. We still have to wet sand all of this. He just puts that paint on there so you don't take too much down. Just get the blue off. So we're gonna wet sand this with 400. Wet sand this with 400, and then the front bumper, the side skirts, and this stuff he's gonna do all at the same time. I don't think he's gonna prime this. He's probably just gonna paint this. He's gonna prime this and paint it. Well, everything is primered, wet sanded, bondoed. We didn't reprimer it again because it's just too much work. So we're just gonna lay an extra coat of paint on it instead. Look at all, you don't really think like how many pieces go on a car until you need to paint them all. We got these go to the front flares, we got the grill. This, which I broke the other day on accident, but I guess you won't see it. Got the fenders, the duckbill, over fenders, side skirts, quarters, front bumper, rear bumper. The fanadors right here. We're gonna have to paint these. Oh man, look how beautiful that is. We didn't even wet sand it yet. Look how beautiful it is. A little bit of orange peel, we're gonna get rid of that. So beautiful and pure. Not bad for it being done in your backyard, man.
Right?
It's a custom paint booth.
Custom paint booth. We already took it down, but yeah. You'll see it, how it gets built.
Ed already knows. So he's ready to do the next coat whenever he has time. Now we're done. My part's done. Whew. Well, that's it, and we'll give another update when Ed paints us all. So he's gonna
Soon.
So we'll do half a gallon on this, and then he sprayed half a gallon on that. It looks wonderful. Then we're gonna spray it, wet sand it. Then we'll probably put these on the car, wet sand it, and buff it out. Thanks, Ed.
Got it.
Back here for another update. Edwin pretty much painted everything. Doesn't even look like you need to wet sand this. It already looks so good. Maybe it just looks like it needs to buff. Let's see what Edwin thinks. It turned out great. Even this BN bumper still turned out pretty good. I wasn't very confident that this bumper would look good, but it looks good. Hopefully it fits good. We got these side skirts. Looks great. The front piece to the fender. Got the grill right here. The grill looks pretty good too. Front fenders, door moldings. Here's the duckbill. The door handles. Mirrors. Look pretty good too. Look how good that looks. Perfectly the same color. I love it. Fiberglass always looks different. It looks great. What I'm doing right now is I'm fitting the over fender because we had to re-drill these holes, and Edwin didn't want to do that. He said I could fuck that part up. So got these holes drilled, the over fender's on. She's sanding the other one because when we repaired it, there's a few little things that were sticking up. Wasn't allowing us to flush the made it to the car, so she's doing that one. Well, here we are. This is it. We finished it up last night. I didn't even bother pulling the camera out. Well, I did for a little bit while Edwin was buffing it, but other than that, I didn't. Just kind of wanted to get it done. It's gonna be a short little video, but the car looks great. Edwin did a great job. Looks like a brand new car. I don't even want to drive it anymore. Got the bumper over there. Sitting in the sun because it's polyurethane, so it needs to gain some shape back. And then I got the few parts in the car. I got the duckbill right there, door moldings, and then I got the grill back there. So I'll put those on when I get home to complete the look so it's not all like blah. It looks good. Had to modify these a little bit, slightly, but it looks good. Bumper fits great, taillights fit great. Cracked one already. Made some brackets for this so it sits right. You guys talking about over there? Oh. Trunk light delete looks killer. Exhaust is crooked. Maybe we'll fix that. Maybe not. Oh, I missed the rivet. Missed the rivet. That's great. I love the painted mirrors. Color match mirrors make it. Get a little side shot. So yeah, we're gonna load it up in the trailer and we're gonna take it home. We got a lot more work to do.